gantimpala'y DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, budhi ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangan ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, dapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, taas noon nagdiring ko. DPWH, buong pusong nagdiring ko. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong pagkinturan. Ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, budhi ang sandigan, laging maninindig. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, budhi ang sandigan.
Good morning to all of us. In attendance today, our activities are pre-procurement and pre-bid conference for NEP 2025. So, we stand for the morning prayer to be followed by the singing of our national anthem.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. All-powerful God, we praise and thank you as we gather once again for pre-procurement conference and pre-bid conference. May we ask you for your blessing and guidance that the activities set for this undertaking may be successful. Open our mind for us to think wisely. Put us with understanding, cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities for the success of the pre-procurement conference and pre-bid conference. We ask this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magigiw, sa manlulupi, kita masisingil, sa lagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo bahaw, ay ilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang tinawaan. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nagiging, ang bituin at harap niya kailan mapagay magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsita, mayayangin sa atin.
Let's take our seats. Again, good morning to all of us. I formally start this meeting, may we ask the head of the back secretariat if we have the quorum. So with that, I now call this meeting to order. First, let me acknowledge the presence of everyone, starting from the head of the back secretariat, Engineer Miguel Malvar, and our source person for the pre-procurement conference, Engineer Kerwin Oliveros. And our IT expert, Jay, and his alternate, and our resource person for the Paved conference, we have Engineer Trom Adriel B. Catanes, Engineer Jomer G. Miliado, Engineer Elisaya Vicente, Engineer Edward Melchor. Parang wala ka yata. Hindi ka kasama. Hindi na kita babanggit eh. Hindi ka kasama. So, on the presidential table, we have the salamat. All right. My apology to that. Yes. We have Erickson Dunca representing the Samangana, and for all types of procurement, the Debonair, Engineer Renato Martinez. Our incoming chairman, Engineer Victor Esong Jr. And end user for the construction section. He was out at this moment, Engineer Jose F. Zamora Jr. And yours truly, your outgoing chairman of the board, Engineer Antonio S. Bautista. Now, these proceedings, both the pre-procurement and pre-bid conference are guided by the rules and procedure of RA 9184. This is my Bible. And other relevant issuances of GPPB. Hindi baka tanungin nyo, anong GPPB? Lagi akong GPPB rito. Government Procurement Policy Board. For the sake of our resource person for the Paved conference. And other issuances of the DPWH and in form of memorandum circulars and department orders. So we have no other types of procurement when it comes to the civil works projects. It is always open and competitive bidding, guided by the rules of procedure of the Bible. Yan. So to start with, I will consult again my Bible. So the purpose of the pre-procurement conference is to determine the readiness of the procurement at hand. Let me read the draft ITB. So these are the projects based on the draft ITB under the NEP 2025. So 25 CJ0072, construction of road, Barangay, Poblacion, North Ramos, Tarlac, ABCs 9,900,000. Next, 25 CJ0073, construction of flood control structure along Susubayan Creek, segment 26, Ramos, Tarlac. And ABC is 96,500,000. Then 25 CJ 0074, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, Barangay Kakamilingan Norte, Kamiling Tarlac, ABC 6,930,000. 25 CJ 0075, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, Barangay Maungib, Pura Tarlac, ABC 6,930,000. 25 CJ 0076, construction of flood control structure along Moriones River, control structure, left bank, segment 4, Tarlac City. The ABC is 96,500,000. Then 25 CJ 0077, construction, completion of multipurpose building, daycare, Barangay Maluwid, Victoria, ABCs 2 million, below the threshold, which is 5 million for the pre-procurement conference, 2,970,000. And 25 CJ 0078, construction of flood control structure along Rio Chico River, segment 30, Victoria Tarlac, ABCs 96,500,000. Next, 25 CJ 0079, construction of multipurpose building, health center, Barangay Parsulingan, Herona Tarlac. So this is again below the threshold of 4,950,000. So go back to the requirements. So the purpose is to confirm the description and scope of work of the contract, the ABC, and contract duration. So to ensure that the procurement is in accordance with the PPMP and APP. I'm sure these are all included on the said PPMP and APP. Now, as to the availability, these are included on the NEP 2025. Now, the completeness of the bidding documents and their adherence to relevant general procurement guidelines. Completion of the detailed engineering according to the prescribed standards in the case of civil works project. Review, modify, and agree the criteria of eligibility screening, evaluation, and post-qualification. So the eligibility, the electronic eligibility, it is the civil works application who is doing that. And the manual checking of the eligibility of the technical requirements is wherein the pass-fail criteria shall be followed, meaning presence and absence of the required documents based on the checklist provided on the technical component. A bidder or bidders may be rated non-complying. So, to review and adopt the procurement schedule, including deadlines and timeframes from the different activities. Now, to emphasize the bidding documents that are required to be uploaded before we finally post this ITB are ABC, invitation to bid, request for expression of interest, eligibility requirements, ITB including scope of bid, comprising the bid criteria for eligibility, nabanggit ko na rin kanina. Now, the scope of work, plans, drawing, and technical specification, form of bid, price form, and form, amount, and validity, period of bid security, form, amount, and validity of performance security and warranty, form of contract, and general and special condition of the contract. So the specification and other terms in the bidding document shall reflect the necessary specification required to meet the need of the procuring entity in clear and unambiguous term. To provide prospective bidders ample time to examine the bidding documents and to prepare their respective bids, the concerned box shall make the bidding documents available from the time of the ITB is first advertised, posted until the deadline for the submission, receipt, and opening of bids. So that's all for the requirements on the invitation to bid. May we now ask our source person to ascertain to us that if indeed all those mentioned on the draft ITB are ready to be uploaded, and finally post the invitation to bid.
Good morning po, Mr. Chair. Yes po, the programs and plan po of the mentioned projects are already okay. And for the bidding docs po, they are for final checking and be uploaded and available tomorrow po.
You mean the date of the ITB would
Yes
be
po.
tomorrow?
Po.
All
Yes
right.
po.
So with that, do we have any questions, back members? So hearing none on the part of the pre-procurement conference, the meeting there is adjourned. So let's continue with the pre-bid conference. Now, we call on Engineer Edward A. Melchor for 25 CJ 0036.
Hello, good morning. Let's start with 25 CJ 0036, construction or upgrading or rehabilitation of drainage along national roads, Romulo Highway, from kilometer 147 plus 727 to kilometer post 148 plus 395, located at Santa Ignacia, Tarlac. The scope of work has a total length of 662 linear meter, construction of box culvert type drainage with a wetted width of 1.25 meters and a wetted depth of 1.8 meters. Left side with curb and gutter and paving of shoulders of 20.23 meter thickness. The project includes reblocking of carriageway within its limit. It also includes application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, and it has a total of 176 calendar days.
Do we have any questions? Ating kung liliktan. Yan naman ganito. Wala ba tayong tanong? So you may proceed with your other project, that is 25 CJ 00. Marami pala. 0039, 0042. Okay. Sige, you proceed with your next project.
Next is 25 CJ 0039, preventive maintenance, Capas-San Jose-Mayantoc-Malacampa Road, from kilometer 124 plus 500 to kilometer post 125000, located at San Jose, Tarlac. The scope of work has a total length of 0.5 kilometers or 2-lane kilometer target, asphalt overlay of 4 lanes with a width of 12.8 linear meter and a thickness of 100 mm, reblocking of deteriorated concrete pavement within its limits. It includes installation of single-arm solar-LED roadway lighting with a specification of 10-meter pole, 1.5 meter mast arm with 300 watts luminaires, and other road safety feature within its limit. And it also includes application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and yellow, and has a total of 82 calendar days.
Do we have any question on project number 2 of Engineer Melchor? One thing kasi tayo sa lesson. So you may proceed with your last project.
The next one is 25 CJ0042, Rehabilitation or Reconstruction or Upgrading of Damaged Paved Roads, Capas-San Jose-Mayantoc-Malacampa Road, from kilometer 139 plus 940 to kilometer post 140 plus 707, located at San Jose Tarlac. The scope of work has a total length of 0.766 kilometer or 1.532 lane kilometer target. Reconstruction of existing 2 lanes carriageway with a width of 6.7 linear meter and a thickness of 300 mm. It also includes application of reflectorized thermoplastic pavements, markings, white and yellow, and has a total of 124 calendar days.
Is that all? Do we have any questions? Para tayo na may mental block, nakatingin tayo dun sa ano in silence, we are looking at the board. All right. Thank you, Engineer Melchor. We call on Engineer Tom Cabanes.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Engineer Tom Adriel Cabanes and I will be presenting 2 projects. The first project, with the contract ID number 25CJ0037, with the contract name Construction of Multipurpose Building, Covered Court, Barangay Santa Ines West, Santa Ignacia, Tarlac. The scope of works includes the complete construction of a covered court with stage, with the court having a dimension of 29.5 meters by 17 meters, a stage with a dimension of 16.7 meters by 4.75 meters, and it also includes the demolition of the existing damaged SOG.
Aba? O sige. Next.
For the next project, with the contract ID number 25CJ0040, with the contract name Construction of Multipurpose Building, Covered Court, Santa Ignacia National High School, Barangay San Francisco, Santa Ignacia, Tarlac. The scope of works also includes the complete construction of a covered court with stage, with the court having a dimension of 32 meters by 17 meters, a stage with a dimension of 16.7 meters by 4.75 meters, and includes an embankment of 0.8 meters from the natural ground line.
Silence means no questions from the audience. Thank you, Engineer Cabanes. We call on Engineer Elisaya Vicente.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Engineer Ignacia Vicente from Planning and Design Section, Flood Control Unit. I'll be presenting 3 flood control projects. For the contract ID 25CJ0038, with the contract name of Construction of Flood Control Structure along Inerangan River, Segment 14, Ramos, Tarlac. This project has a net length of 354 linear meters, a project duration of 212 calendar days, and approved budget for the contract of 72,375,000 pesos. The scope of work comprises earthworks, clearing and graving, excavation, embankment, back and slope protection. The length of steel sheet pile to be used is 9 meters. To continue, for the contract ID 25CJ0041, with the contract name of Construction of Flood Control Structure along Inerangan River, Segment 24, Ramos, Tarlac. This project has a net length of 472 linear meters, project duration of 244 calendar days, and approved budget for the contract of 96,500,000. The scope of works comprises earthworks, clearing and graving, excavation, embankment, back and slope protection works. The length of the steel sheet pile to be used is also 9 meters. Yes, po, sir. For the third project, with the contract ID 25CJ0044, construction of flood control structure along Susubahan Creek, segment 32, Ramos, Tarlac. This project has a net length of 193 linear meters with a total project duration of 181 calendar days and approved budget for the contract amounting to 48,250,000. The scope of works of this flood control project are as follows. Surface courses with 0.95 meter thick of Portland cement concrete pavement having a width of 6.1 meter. Earthwork with aggregate subbase course having a thickness of 200 millimeters and a back and slope protection works. The length of steel sheet pile to be used is also 9 meters. Yes po, sir. Ito po, sir, meron siyang PCCP.
Do we have any questions, members?
Z-type po, sir. Z po yan, sir. Magkadugtong po na Z-type po, sir.
Any more? So thank you.
Thank you.
So for our last project, we call on Engineer Jomer Miliado for 25 CJ 0043. Last na ito, no? Last na.
Hello, good morning to all of us. I'm Jomer Miliado from Planning and Design Section. For our next project, we have construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Suiso, Tarlac City, Tarlac, with the contract ID number 24CJ0043. Scope of works are the following. Construction of new covered court with a dimension of 19 by 32 meters. It includes only the new SOG, pedestals, bleachers, painting works, and prefabricated movable basketball ring, with the demolition of existing SOG and elevation of 0.4 meters.
Do we have any other questions? Meron, ano pala siya? May provision siya ng ano, magiging covered court siya. So, thank you. So, if we don't have any questions, how about on the